Good morning. Let us discuss some of the modern Indian economists. First one, J.K. Mehta. He born in Madhya Pradesh during 1911. J.K. Mehta was one of the Indian famous economists born in Madhya Pradesh during 1911. His economic ideas are: first one, scope and definition of economics. Economics as a science which studies human behavior as a means to the end of wantlessness. He defined economics as a science which studies human behavior as a means to the end of wantlessness. Human behavior is the subject matter of science of economics. Through economics, we are studying human behavior. It is a result of state of disequilibrium of human mind. Economics studies is the result of a state of disequilibrium of human mind because our wants are endless but resources are limited. There is a disequilibrium between resources and our wants. Then state of wantlessness means it consists neither in not eating and drinking nor in not earning income. Our wants are unlimited. It is not specific to eating or not specific to drinking or not specific to earning income, but it consists different elements. Then economic generalization. Next concept is economic generalization. It is the theory teaches to arrange facts in proper order of their magnitude in order of their place and time. Then static and dynamic economics. Static economics refers economic system which is in equilibrium position. Then dynamic economics is to determine the temporary point of equilibrium within a short period at successive moment of time. Then he described consumer surplus. It is the difference between utility that we expect from consumption of commodity. A consumer is expected some quantity of utility from his consumption and cost of buying it. So it is the difference between utility derived from consumption and cost of purchasing that item. Next concept is interest. Mehta defined interest as the earning of capital which is determined by its marginal productivity. In the Keynesian economics we have studied what is marginal productivity, what is MAC also. So interest is determined by the marginal productivity of capital, absence of effort, price for waiting and time preference. These are the major elements influencing interest. Productivity of capital, absence of our effort, price of waiting. Then price of waiting means we are using that money for another purpose. Then waiting time preference also element of interest. The next concept is welfare economics. He gave more importance to social welfare, society welfare. Then economics of growth. According to Mehta, growth means growth of population, wealth, per capita income. When income grows, economy is growing, but it might be declining. So according to him, growth means growth of population, wealth, per capita income. When income grows, develop, economy is growing, but it is sometimes it might be declining. He concluded that there is an inverse relationship between growth and numeral progress. If growth is achieved in high rate, but number may be sometimes in different situation. The next economist is Mahendranath Roy. Mahendranath Roy lived during 1887 to 1954. Simply we can call him as M.N. Roy. He born in West Bengal. He was prominent Indian philosopher of 20th century. He was a father of Indian communism. He was a political philosopher and a great speaker. He influenced different persons. Then he tried in many ways to spread the philosophy of communism in India. He tried different methods to spread the philosophy of communism in India. He gives much importance to humanism also. And major works of M.N. Roy are India in Transition, India's Problems and its Solution, Labour Party, Nationalism, People's Plan. People's Plan is a good idea of M.N. Roy. According to his concept, People's Plan were introduced in India. Then we can learn about Gandhiji and his economic ideas. Gandhiji lived during 1869 to 1948. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, father of our nation, he started non-violence, non-cooperative movement to attain the goal of our Indian independence. He was a 100% Swadeshi. For this Swadeshi movement, he started Khadi movement, Hind Swaraj. His economic ideas is based on ethical foundation. His economic thoughts are based on 4 fundamental principles: truth, non-violence. Non-violence means not killing, not hurting any other things or animals. Dignity of labor. He gave his states all jobs have equal status, and simplicity also. So his major principles are truth, non-violence, dignity of labor and simplicity. His important thoughts are village republic. According to Gandhiji, village was India. He was interested in development of village and self-sufficient unit. He opposed extensive use of machinery. He opposed the use of machines, urbanization and industrialization, because he wanted to protect laborers and rural culture and rural civilization. So he has not supported use of machinery in the employment field. Next concept on machinery. He considered machinery as a great sin. Sin means evil. Because if we use machinery in all field, it leads to unemployment of labor. If we use machines in every field, nobody will get employment opportunity. He was not against machinery in general, but if machines are labor supportive, it is very good. Totally he was not against machines, but if these machines are using to support labor for the goodness of the labor, that is a good economic process. Next one is industrialization. He considered industrialization as a curse on mankind, shabam on mankind. It is only manifestation of capitalism. Only capitalist, industrialist can achieve through industrialization. He believed industrialization would not remove poverty of India. He strongly believed through industrialization, poverty of Indians cannot remove. He also opposed large-scale industrialism, also on ground of social justice. Then he thought it would result in the connection of economic power in a few hands. Industrialism. He was against industrialism because the economic power will come only to the few hands in the industrialism. Then Gandhiji imposed the following conditions for using machinery. They must not deprive people of employment. If machines are using in any field, that should not create unemployment in that area. then they must not exploit villages. That use of machineries will not exploit village people. They must help the village artisan to improve his efficiency. If these machines are good for workers, then that is okay. Then not lead to monopoly. Strongly he was against monopoly. Then not lead to exploitation. This use of machines also does not lead to exploitation. Then all machinery works and other fields must be controlled, administered by the government. Next one, decentralization. He advocated decentralized economy. He wanted to revive cottage industries, small scale industries working in houses, because he thought only production was simultaneous with the consumption and distribution, and a vicious circle of money economy was absent. So he advocated decentralized economy. Decentralized economy means distributing powers to the all sections of the society. He wanted to reform cottage industries, because only cottage industries and small scale industries can reduce problem of poverty and unemployment and distribution problem. Then production was for immediate use, not for distant market. Then village, next concept is village sarvodaya. According to Gandhiji, real India was to be founded in the villages, not in the town and cities. According to the concept of Gandhiji, real India exists in the mind of village, not in the mind of cities or towns. So he suggested development of self-sufficient, self-dependent villages. Village Swaraj was his ideal policy. Every villages will be panchayat having power. Every villages have equal power in the panchayat. He has given priority for Khadi program. Khadi Village Industrial Commission is major idea. Then bread labor or manual labor. He realized the dignity of human labor. He considered each labor has its own status or dignity. Then doctrine of trusteeship. He developed a doctrine of trusteeship to provide an alternative to Marxian socialism. Instead of Marxian idea of socialism, he developed philosophy of trusteeship. Trust among should create trust among all villages. Then his idea is based on non-violence, not hurting or killing anybody. Then salient features of his formula are: trusteeship provides means of transforming the present capitalist order of society into an egalitarian manner. Trusteeship provides means of transforming present capitalism into that capitalist society was not a equal manner. There are so much inequality. But if trusteeship forms, such a capitalism can be removed and a good egalitarian system will come. Then it does not recognize any right of private ownership of property. His trusteeship does not recommend any right of private ownership of property, because he considered every individuals are equal. Then an individual cannot hold his wealth for selfish satisfaction. A rich person cannot hold his wealth for his selfish satisfaction through trusteeship. The character of will determined by the society. So, the character of will and wish, it is determined by the society. Then he was against food control. Then regarding with the idea of population, Gandhiji opposed method of population control. Then he used cooperation movement to get Indian independence and development of the country, and he worked hard for the development of cottage industries also. These are the major ideas of Gandhiji.